Cancer, this is your June 21st, 2019 weekly reading. I hope you guys are having an enjoyable day so far. So Cancer, um, this particular week, you guys, you are going through a process, definitely. Um, I feel that your challenge is being able to move forward in your life, okay? And start all over. That's your challenge this week. And accepting a situation for what it is. Just like I was telling Gemini, it's kind of your reading as well. Not the same reading, but in that same theme of accepting the situation for what it is and embracing this new beginning that you have in front of you. Some of you are looking for opportunities, and you may find that it is impossible to get a job this week or to get in the game. Like, getting in the game is a challenge for you this week. Some of you are just not yourselves, particularly you Cancer women out there. You may be coming from a situation where your emotions is all screwed up. I have to say that your emotions is all over the place. You may be fighting. Some of you could be fighting with a mother. I see that very clearly. You yourself just do not feel like yourself. You don't feel confident. You don't feel loved. You don't feel like things are going your way. You feel like to get anything, you have to fight for it. And one fight begets another, and it kind of spirals out of control. You're trying to end bad behaviors or trying to alleviate bad people from your life. You go from one extreme, it looks like this week, from fighting, going off, it kind of getting out of control. It spirals over to other people. You kind of want to disconnect from that energy, but then you find yourself overeating, overindulging in some form of way to fill this hole. So far, I'm seeing a theme this week of a lot of people using other things to try to fill issues in their life, and some of you could be doing that now. There's a lot of gossip around you this week. A lot. It's like nothing in your life seems to be able to be kept secret. Some of you may have overshared things, and now people are picking apart what they think they know, and that's creating a lot of drama in your life. I see that there needs to be some talks needing to come to a clear way forward between you and another person. Now, some of you may be called in this week by your supervisor, manager, to discuss some fallout issue that you're having with a particular person or group at your job. Some of you may find, if you have your own business, that your workload is not as good this week. Some of you may have some disagreements with customers, clients, that sort of thing. So try to find the middle ground, because there's an opportunity for you to find a middle ground. It just takes for you to be a little bit more mentally stable is what it looks like here. I see some of you trying to overcome some losses and strategically moving forward, strategically trying to move on from a situation. I see very clearly you guys are moving. It's karmic. You have to move, or someone has to move away from you. This is a very karmic week for you guys. And if it's not happening in this week, it's definitely happening before September. Some of you are going to be moving, or some form of your stability will be rocked. It may be an end to a job, an end to, like I said, an apartment, a home of yours. You could be putting it up for sale. There may be some issues with families and extended friends that may come to a head. But this move, a lot of you will be moving, and there is karma around this move. If you recently moved, it's karmic, the reason why you moved there at that particular place, and in time you'll realize why. It may take for some of you two months, others of you up to even 2 years before this thing comes full circle. So you may move someplace now and you're not sure about this move. For some of you, you may feel like you don't have the monies to make this move, okay? A lot of people are talking behind your back or even in front of your face about the decisions that you're making now. Some people may feel like you've made a very ill-prepared decision. You may be acting on emotion and not logic, and you may be feeling is by the time we get to the end of the week going into next week, did you make the right decision? Should you have moved? Should you be moving? It's karmic, so it will happen for some of you. You will move, even though you feel like, I don't have two pennies to rub together. How am I going to do this? Or, when I get there, what am I going to do when I get there? Because there's some form of instability that comes along with a move. But it's, like I said, it's karmic. So it takes a while for you to understand why you're here, why you have to be there, why these things are happening to you. I see thief like leaving like a thief in the night. So switching up. Some of you could be switching up on people, but they won't see this coming though, because you've been kind of planning and adjusting things behind the scenes, and you're going to break out. It's like, okay, I've kind of made quiet steps, moving and preparing myself for this move, preparing myself for this new stage in my life. And now it's time to act. Now it's time to go. Again, whatever this adjustment is that you guys are making this particular week, it will cause for you to either spend money, or your finances may be a little bit up and down. Okay. Now, your emotions are tying into your finances, so try to stabilize yourself. There's a benefit here in you feeling a sense of financial lack or not as stable as you once did before, and that has a lot to do with you being able to focus. So the fact that you may have fear around money loss, or feeling as though you're not as secure and stable as you would like to be, that's going to make you focus even more on getting back to the place that you once was. You are getting over some type of disappointment here, and you will start to kind of emotionally get back to a place of clarity. It may take, like I said, 2 weeks up to 2 months before you can completely stabilize yourself, but you'll realize, I'm trying to fix this and talk at the same time, guys, but you'll realize that by the end of the week, kind of what needs to be done, even though, again, the finances may not be there, or your emotions may not be as stable as you would like it to be to move forward, but you'll have to do it anyway. The advice here is for you to let go any past discretions, money losses, embrace some type of a something that you have to let go of. Embrace that now, because there will be brighter days ahead. It may not seem that way. Some of you may be able to feel it, but again, it's not visible. Your emotions, again, is all over the place. So there will be brighter days ahead, and you guys will get back focused, and you will be making your finances a more of a priority. Now, I see when it comes to love for you guys, there is a situation where a family dynamic, a long-term relationship, a relationship where you once was happy, has fallen on hard times. And there's been a lot of things that's come out in the process of this breakup, right? So you've discovered that this person possibly didn't love you, that there was an unrequited love situation. You and this person really can't seem to get on the right page. And the challenge is for you to either embrace a new beginning in your life, like you're single now, you can start anew, you can move forward, or to get back to a place where you guys are harmonious, okay? There may be an adjustment that you guys have to make in your relationship with the other person. New opportunities can be coming toward you now, and you may find it difficult to separate the two, right? So you have a budding career, things are really working for you or your mate, but it pulls you apart to some extent. It may have been a lot of fighting, discord, that just, it seems like it's never ending, okay? And you kind of want to end that cycle. You don't want other people involved. You don't want friends and family and other people involved. You kind of want to just take on this new journey and be happy about the decision that you made without other people kind of chiming in, if that makes sense. I feel like a lot of you, because of a fight, a fallout, an argument with a significant other, and you guys aren't able to kind of come to terms and level the situation out, you may find yourself overindulging. So drinking more, just really giving into whatever your vices are. So be very careful with that. I do see that underneath it all, although the two of you are not speaking, or when you do speak, the words are very biting. Some of you could be very hurtful in the way that you're communicating. I feel like there's still love here. Cancer women, you may know exactly what to say and do to get under this person's skin. You may consider like, no, I'm going to take the high road, and then you take the low road. I feel like the person here is playing chess, not checkers. So whoever you're dealing with, Cancer women, know that this man is very strategic, and he knows how to, stay a couple of steps ahead of you. So be conscious with that. I do feel like for those of you who are on the outs as a couple, it really does just take for the two of you to just be honest and put your cards on the table and say what's really going on truthfully. But it seems like one person, I get the male energy here, is not well versed on that. He would rather, again, know exactly what everyone else is thinking, so he can kind of control the situation. So there's elements of control here that chafes or challenges the relationship. Now, whatever losses that you're taking in this particular relationship, you're going to overcome them. And I feel that if there's been like deceit, as we've seen so many readings in Cancer's reading, you may be just when you're trying to get over this person, you feeling like you're back on solid ground, or you feel very hopeful again to moving forward in love, this person will try to come back into your life. So it's karmic, this relationship that you're in with someone. And the benefit here is, for some of you, you'll try to work on your relationship. You want to build a situation again. For others of you now, trying to work on this relationship, wanting to rebuild it into something better. There has been communications, very clear communications now, even though that there may have been arguments and fights, and there may have been a lot of other people involved in your relationship. You guys are kind of putting a lot of things out in the open. You're getting clarity with one another, and some of you are really happy with the progress that you're having with another person. Now, there may be a move, a change, a challenge in your relationship, going back to those of you who are breaking up. It may take you a couple of months, if not for some of you even a couple of years, but I feel for most of you it'll be a couple of months before you get a full handle. Some days are going to be better than others, but you're a Cancer, you represent Moon, you have emotions that fluctuate all the time. So you're going to continue to have that for the next couple of months, especially until you fully feel stable, because you guys feel completely unstable. So you may not feel like you're making the best decisions, or people around you may be feeling that way, but you feel like, listen, I'm happy with the decisions that I'm making, good, bad, or indifferent, and I'm going to move forward with them. Either it is I'm leaving this relationship, and I'm going to move as a result. I don't have any plans on how this is all going to work out for me, but I'm doing it. We're going to reconcile. We're going to work this situation out. We've had long talks and conversations about outside parties and how our relationship, how our relationship is being broke down. And because of it, I'm going to give this relationship another chance, okay? And I'm going to do that even though I don't know if this is going to work, okay? Because it's like you're trying to rebuild on top of rubbles. So again, the advice is for you to start from new, okay? Let the past go. Let go of anything, bad decisions, things that have came out. You misjudged them, they misjudged you. Whatever went on in the past that really broke down the relationship, letting those things go can only produce, that's where the new happy beginning can be found. Not in still dragging with you any baggage from the past, thinking that you're going to build something new. That's not going to work. It's only going to probably go for some of you for the next couple of months, and it'll end anyway, okay? By the end of the week, though, love seems to be very much a focal point, okay? Some of you who are single, you may really meet someone karmically right now. You may have a lot of people to choose from. There could be someone who's far more persistent than others, almost in a scary sort of way. They're so persistent. And some of you are really happy being single and getting out there, not necessarily being held down by a particular person. And you may feel as though that's the best way to get over another relationship, because there's still someone that you definitely have love for, but you guys cannot come to terms, and you're putting yourself out there, and you could definitely meet a karmic relationship at this time. This person may be very unstable when you meet them. They could be someone who's going through a divorce, some type of change or shakeup in their life. And it may take them a couple of months in order for them to get stable. Okay, for those of you who are single. A baby could come as a result now of some type of infidelity. So be very conscious and clear about that. Those of you who are not wanting a child, be very careful, because there can be an opportunity for that. And I see allowing someone to leave your life without bitterness, without being vindictive, without feeling like, you have to one up them, but taking the high road and moving on, even in the instability, even though you feel like, I took a loss in the situation. Taking the high road will be better for you, just moving forward in your life. Because again, Cancer, dragging whatever baggage into something new, whether it be now I'm single, but you're dragging, disappointment and resentment with you, that's not going to bring you a new fulfilling relationship. It's going to bring you more karmic relationships to help you move through that energy and learn the lesson. Taking a loss financially, whatever the sacrifice that needs to be made, the readjustment that has to be made, make it in a way that you let go of any residual past hurts, pains, resentments, because again, that's only going to do you in down the line. Okay. So we're going to look at this reading more in depth in the extended. If you're interested in that, click the link below, because I would like to look at if this is going to be a complete breakup for good. How's this reconciliation going to work out for some of you? How's things going to look between you and this particular person down the line? We're going to look at that as well. What could be the challenges? What do they want to tell you deep down inside? And how do they feel about you, amongst other things? So if you're interested in that, click that link below and we can get started. Otherwise, I would love to hear from you guys. For those of you who would like to share, please leave your comments in the comment section below. This will be one of those weeks, Cancer, that, you're kind of all up in arms. Be ready for a fight, because it's definitely happening. If it's not like right now, yes, you're arguing, you're fighting with people. There's a lot of discord. Things will settle down if it is in a work environment, but some of you may be, really looking to leave and exit a particular job or workplace. So again, just try to temper your emotions is what I'm saying here. For those of you who would like something personal with me, I can be reached in the beginning and into this video. And for those of you who are new, welcome and subscribe, because I will be back very soon with another one. Take care, Cancer.